Hi guys, Darren Simmons here, Game Institute, and welcome back to the sewers tutorial. Okay, if you remember last time we were messing around with some of the water effects and just doing some bits and bobs. So what we need to do really now is just go and decorate the sewer with the sort of things that we're doing here, like the ivy. Um, Put the correct lights in the right places. So for instance, we can put this one here in front of there. You can still walk through it, so it doesn't matter if it's in the way of the door. It actually gives a nice effect, although you have to be careful because these ivies do have random bits that are kind of, you see that bit's kind of floating in the middle of nowhere, so you're probably best, let's have a look. Actually that one works quite well actually. Yeah, no, that one works well. No, we'll leave that one there. And just putting different ivies on so they don't all look identical, so we can put this one in here. Where's that one going? Sort of like that. So you don't have to all be really far down. And the secret of this is don't put them absolutely everywhere, because they do look cool, and it is very tempting to use as many as you can. Just have some little ones coming off the wall like that. Perhaps another one here like this. There we go. So they walk through the door and whoa, voila. I think probably can bring that one down a bit more. Yeah. Probably put one on this wall. But we'll probably just bring. No, we'll put a new one on there. Let's not be lazy. Let's put a long one on there like that. Spin it around. Oh, I haven't spin it around quite enough. There we go. See where that one is now. Probably best to put that one against the wall, I think. Kind of like that sort of thing. So look. Yeah. Then obviously we can put, we've put some garbage down, some sort of boxes, just lead there, and just to make it look as random as possible, basically. It's a cardboard there. Well, I think it's cardboard, is it? Yeah. Is it cardboard? Yeah, I think so. They've all got the standard shade on. I've obviously already done that. That's cool. Yeah, that looks cool. Let's have a look. That's probably not going to be quite lit up enough. So we'll take another one of those lights. Oops. We'll take another one of the whole piece. I don't want the sphere. I don't want the ivy. There we go. Sewer lamp. There's that one there, I believe. We'll copy that one, duplicate it, hold shift. Bring it along to about there. Yep. Now, has that got the sphere on it? No, it hasn't. Okay, so we want to duplicate that. Or not. Hold on 2 seconds. Just playing up a minute. Okay, it was duplicating. Two about there. There we go. Now that one should have one. And that one should. Okay, that's cool. I think we'll put... Let's go around and do some of the rubbish first. Now we can have sort of boxes floating around and, that sort of thing. Bottles floating around. Like that. Wouldn't be completely straight because the bottom would be a bit heavier. Like that. It's just kind of sticking up. just to make it as random as possible, basically. So we've got, I would say, I don't know why I put those two. Oh, I must have put those two there because it was a relatively dark place. Okay, that's fine. Right now, as you can see, the water here is kind of tripling over into that bit. That would have stopped it to a certain extent. So what we'll do there is we'll put some rubbish and stuff. We could even put some rubble there, but we'll try some rubbish. So we'll go back to assets. I think it's dirty apartments, prefabs, dirt. I can put preps. So that. Spin that one around. That sort of thing. Doesn't matter if it comes out the side, remember. What, are we going to get away with that? Let's have a look. Kind of. We'll worry about that later. We'll worry about that later. It's not a problem. Put some in there. Like so. There we go. I haven't covered that one off. I'll have to do that later. If that offends me too much, then I'll bring the overall water effect in. You see, it's going over. But it might look alright with the game lighting. Yeah, I think it was. You really need to be looking quite closely to see that there's a seam on the water there. So I'm not too worried about that at the moment anyway. Now let's see what happens if we put some dirt down on here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like that. We can put something there because water's kind of run out there. It's not a problem, but let's have a look. Something like that. That's quite cool. Okay, and now we want to bring the point lamps. Let's get into a better position here. Yeah, I want to bring them over now. Whoops, don't know what I did there, but undo it. Okay, so I want to duplicate the point lamps. So we'll try and get the scene sort of nicely lit up. Now I don't really want one too close to those fires. We'll put one either side of the hatch because those fires are going to make their own light, and the shadowing is going to be cool on that. Duplicate again. This time we'll kind of move one right into the next tile. In fact, no, we won't. I'll tell you what we'll do with that one. We'll leave that one there. We'll go back to this one. We'll move it over by the fires, but what we'll do with it is we'll remove let me think. On that particular light, what we'll do is we will turn the intensity right down. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So then we'll go back to this one. We'll drag it over to the end. So about there. Okay, so that's looking pretty cool now, this corridor. I think probably the walls are looking a little bit clean for my liking. So let's go and find some props for the decals. Here we go. Right. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put a nice kind of decal there. Like that. That's cool. However, it's very, very straight. Just tilt it slightly so it looks a little bit more handwritten. Again, that's just my preference. We'll put one... We'll just go around now and we'll just put some different sort of decals everywhere. No forgiveness. It's if you haven't got them right on top like that, you're going to get this horrible flickering. So you want to make... I mean, I see that in AAA title games all the time. Especially open world ones where it's difficult to monitor it all. Would there be one along the top? I don't think there would be. We'll put one here. Let's write in number 4. The end is nigh. Like so, and we'll just tilt that one just a bit the other way. Bring it back in a bit, just until it starts to flicker. Like that. There we go. Right, now where's our first person controller gone? Let's have a look. There we go. There she is. Oh, she's in there already. Okay, that's cool. She's already in the place you want it to be. So now we'll have a look. I'll pause it a minute because obviously the first time you play this, it takes ages. So I'll just pause it there. Okay, so we are... Whoops. Now, back in our tower. Tower, what we're talking about, back in our sewer. So as you can see now, oh, we've got the nice water drips coming down from the ceiling. And the waterfall. Okay, so straight away we have a problem with the lights there, so let's go back and see what's going on there. It's got the point light, it should be... Let's have a look. Come on, highlight, you son of a gun. Bear with me 2 seconds. There we go. So what I've basically done is I have just put 1 there now because I think 2 is too many. And the reason it went light enough is because we didn't have the point light on it. So it's always a bit of a bummer when you don't have that. So what we'll also do is we'll put a bit of fire there. So the lights against the ivy are making a really cool effect. Now we should have a fire somewhere. Where did I put the fire? Well, that's the afterburner. Two seconds. Let me try and find where I put the fire. Whoops. Oh, cool. I haven't put any on. Okay, that's good. That means I can do that now. Okay, so there we go. So what we'll do now then is we'll go back to where we were. And we'll start making these things come to life. So let's go back to our assets. Our standard assets. Our particles. Our prefabs. And our fires. Right, this is quite dark, so let's put one here somewhere. We'll put one, a fire complex. We'll put one about there. I think that would be quite good. Put the box on fire. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure we don't have a destroyer on this. No, we don't. That's cool. Yeah, we do. There it is. Destroyer. Untick that because we want that to burn forevermore. So let's see what that looks like. There we go. Oh, there's the fire I put on before. So the new one we've put on is... Now that is the only trouble with the sewers level. It all looks a little bit similar. So there we go, we got the box burning. So we could probably bring that over just a bit, that sort of thing. There we go. Perfectamundo. We could put some bits of rubbish in there so it looks like it's burning the rubbish. In fact, that might be a good thing to do. Well, no, we won't do that yet. We'll do this. Let's get some fires in first. Where am I? Oh, that's a down. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, there's the fires I've put there already. So they're burning. There's one there. We can put one here. Turn off the multiplier. Probably put it over the, yeah, over the seam it is. Okay, let's try that. Way again. There we go, perfect. No, not quite right. Now there you go. So do you see the? That's strange. I took off the destroyer on that one, but it still got destroyed. Oh, sorry. I turned the wrong one off. Right, we can bring it forward a bit anyway. Like that. Let's try that. That's better. So now what I'm going to do is, what we'll need to do with this is we'll need to scale it to the right scale, which I believe our scale is 0.77586. Okay, but I'm not going to do that at the moment because it's a bit of a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to, in fact, do you know what? No, I'm not going to do it yet. What we'll do is we'll go to our FPS controller. I'm so sorry, I think that was a belch. I got carried away. I'm so sorry. Okay, and what we'll do is we will make ourselves just a bit shorter, just so we can actually walk around properly. Let's try that. There we go. Now we're talking. So we're at the right level now. More or less. Should be able to get through the door perfectly. Okay, well we're too wide, but obviously I've just scaled our height down, so I'd have to scale our radius down as well, so let's just do that just to see if that is correct. Whoops. There we go. I'm not going to worry too much about that at the moment. That's all going to come in the scaling, but we'll certainly leave the height where it is for now, because we can get around quicker. So straight away, you know, you can see it's. Let's put some rubbish in there just to make it look like there's something that's burning. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? We are going to assets, and we are going to. I think we'll go to. Let's see what the dirty apartments has got in the way of junk. But cloth, how big is that cloth? Whoa, it's big. Okay. Not dirty apartments then. Let's go to the post-apocalyptic again. Prefabs. And we'll look for just a little rubbish that they've got here. Garbage, I think they call it. Yep, there we go. Let's get rid of this clock. I don't know why I keep keeping that out there. Garbage, debris. Which incidentally, debris-wise, I mean, you wouldn't have bricks, I don't think. Well, you might have. We just put some debris there like that. Looks pretty cool. Now let's see. We can find something to put in there. Here we go. So we can put some cans down in there. Bits of paper. No, it's not a bit of paper on that. That won't work. Some bottles. One of these Coke cans. Lay it down. It wouldn't be stood up. Let's see if we're getting any of the right effect from that. Well, yeah, but obviously The obvious problem there is that one's much too high. Where's it gone? That one. Lower that down as well. Just skew it a little bit so it's a bit random. That sort of thing. There we go. So you got some bits, but I mean nothing brilliant there. But we can put a little bit more. Let's go back to the writing on the wall. The writing is on the wall. Where were we? We're dirty apartments for that, and we're going to prefabs, and we're going to decals. What's writing 5? Let's have a look. Writing 5. Sneak terror, is it? Sweet terror. Sweet terror. There we go. Like that. Right, what sort of junk have we got here? We've got papers and stuff. That's cool. We've got some posters there. That one's pretty cool. How light are those? Let's have a look. Probably one a bit lighter than the other. That one can be a bit lighter completely because it's... Let's go have a look at that. We haven't checked those rooms, have we? They are over here. Okay, so we've got a problem with those. Let's have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, so let's go back to these. Let's find out what's going on here. That's quite strange because I haven't touched these. These were the ones that were actually on the on the demo mode. Let's try that. Which way? This way. There we go. There we go. Right, it's a bit messy with the shadows there, but we can sort that out later. I think what the problem we've got with this, if I go into the actual model there, let's move this out of the way a minute. It's getting right on my nerves. No, let's not. Let's go into the actual light itself. Well, I think the trouble is with this one. I think it's been set not to come on. Actually, let's change that shader back a minute. Okay. Where's the material? Okay, let's have a look at the textures because I don't think we've got the right texture for that. Just a guess. It's certainly not emitting much, that's for sure. Where are you? Okay, so what I've done is just find a texture for these lights a minute. We'll do the same for... Because what was basically they weren't emitting. Now that's not the right one. I'll have to do some research and just find out what the right ones were. Ah, they are. So they're emitting. That one is. That one there. Oh, that is 2. Oh no, sorry. It's just because I've just changed them over, haven't I? Silly me. Okay, let's try that now. Yeah, so I'll have to find out what the actual texture of that is because it's not emitting quite right, is it? It's better than it was. This is the one we've changed. There we go. So what you would do for that is you'd click on this. As you can see, we've got this texture here, which obviously isn't the one. So we would need to find something emissive. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got here. See, as you can see, it takes ages to go through the right texture, so it's best just to go to your bulb and see what they use on the actual standard one that you bring in. Oh, where are we? Where are we? Okay, so let's do this a different way. Let's go back to our assets. Let's go into our sewer. Okay, let's go into our meshes, isn't it? Of course, it's to call it all different things. We'll go to our props. Find our lights. There we go. Sewer. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. So we go to our sewer lamp. Let's just put one in a minute. Let's have a look what they're using. I picked the right one. I did actually pick the right one. Okay, it's just not really what I would have done with that. I'd probably get some more textures with those, but that, where are we? That one is now lighting up okay. These aren't at the moment. They're on the wall. We kind of want to make them a bit brighter. Okay, so let's try that. There we go. So you get the effect. Not brilliant, but again, you can just download your own textures if you want to use something different from what I'm using. So it's not a problem, but those are the ones that come with the actual sewer block prefab. So yeah, it's not really the best one I can think of using. Everything else seems pretty good there. Now, these seams here, if you look at the skybox we've got, where are we? Let's turn the lighting off. No, let's not turn the lighting off. This is what makes you be able to see if your seams are lit up. And if they're lit up, they're probably not joined. Now, the problem with that is they are actually joined, but sometimes if they don't click together on the grid properly, you do have to actually, unfortunately, change it a bit. If you see here, if we click on that one there, we pull it apart, and we click it back on grid again. We put the lighting on again. Hold on a minute. Oh, no, there we go. So that one wasn't clicked onto grid properly, nor is this one. Very strange. So again, move out of the way. Let's click it to grid. Put the lighting on again. Now it's okay. So you want to check that because it's an easy mistake. Here we've got another one happen. We've got something weird going on here. This one is actually, by the look of it, not even at the right. No, look at that. There we go. Put the light back on again. Done. So yeah, these things happen quite easily, as you can see. This one's still not right. Which one is it? There. So I recommend having a dark, a bright skybox so you can basically see these cracks when you put the lighting on. Yeah, no, that one is quite clear to see that there's a problem there. Right, now I bet there's a problem with this one. Yeah. Okay, so I would imagine if we've got a problem with this one as well. No. Something quirky is going on. Ah, there we go. Okay. Just got to mess around with it. Okay, so when we come back in the next one, what I want to do is above here, wherever we have these rooms that we can see through the grates of, let me turn the lighting off a minute. Let's make it a bit easier for everyone involved. There. We want to be able to look up straight up there and see the city. So we're going to build the city around the sewer block. Now again, this isn't the identical one I built in Dead Earth because no doubt whatever game you're building won't be identical and you'll probably want to do it your own way. So I'm just showing you basically how to make your own sewer block and basically what we did. So when we come back, we'll go into that because it is cool to look up and see the city and the fires in the city, to see through the sewer. It'd been easy just to cover those off or just put a roof on it, but it's cool to make as much detail as you can. So please tune in for that one. I've been Darren Sinsel Game Institute, and I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you again soon.